Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. We're going to be doing something a little bit different tonight. Jeff Beck has written a scenario that he will be GMing for us, entitled The House of Sanders. He is, in fact, going to GM it for us twice, once tonight and again in 2 days. I get to play as a character tonight with these three others. In 2 days, we'll have 4 new players, and I will just assist Jeff in whatever way I can. Let's go ahead and introduce our characters. My character is Nathan Klein, although almost everybody calls him Natty. He's a private investigator. He's 35 years old, and he's kind of optimistic. He hopes that eventually through finding out what's going on out there, he can make the world a better place. That's it. Seth, why don't you go?
Okay, well, I'm Seth Skrzykowski. My character is Dean Davenport, age 25. He's a physically small man. He is kind of excels at breaking and entering in order to get any sort of information. He has a serious enjoyment of that. He's a bit of a thrill seeker when it comes to breaking in or watching anyone when they don't know that they're being watched. And he's not a very religious man. He doesn't have that many moral scruples.
Cool. Jason?
Hello, guten Abend. My name is Gunther Gessler. I'm from Germany. I recently moved to America at the start of the Great War. Basically wanted to get out of all that chaos over there. So here I am in America, recently became citizen. My father and grandfather were very into folklore and mythology, and I have taken up that mantle myself as an interest. And trying now to break into the career of being a private investigator. So this will be my first case, but I have great enthusiasm and believe it will go very well. Thank you.
Excellent. David?
Hi, I'm David Gassaway. My character is Clayton Richardson. He's a crime photographer. That's his specialty. So in addition to investigation, I'm involved in gathering information and proof, and I sell to the dailies for top dollar whenever I get a chance. I'm also on the slender and furtive side of things, more likely to be watching from the corner than leaping into action.
Cool. All right. The players are ready. The GM is ready. Let's begin our journey into the darkness. Jeff?
Hello and welcome. You have all introduced yourselves. You are all part of a private detective agency. All of you have moved into the small town of Darby, Massachusetts. It's a town no bigger than maybe 2,000 people. And you have made a name for yourselves being a rather successful agency. You've found a couple of thieves. You've helped with a single murder case, which is rather interesting. Your agency name is Northeast Intelligence. And let's see. The date is October 13th, 1920. What would you all be doing at about, say, 9 o'clock at night at this time?
What day of the week is the 13th?
Friday.
I guessed. 9 o'clock on a Friday? Hell, I'm at the bar.
Yeah, ditto.
Shit, it's prohibition. There's no bar.
Yep. Unfortunately,
I'm at the speakeasy.
Which there definitely is. It's a small town. There's definitely a speakeasy somewhere.
The brick
Old
house.
man somebody's barn, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's actually, as you guessed it, in a barn.
Okay.
Would it be
What about?
for ease of play? Should we kind of all be together?
Yeah.
It's entirely possible. You can be together. You can be separate.
Is there music at the speakeasy? If so, that's where I will be.
At this time, no. You might get a guy playing a harmonica in the corner, but that's about it.
When are we going to get jazz in this place?
In Derby?
Massachusetts. Come on.
It's growing. It's growing.
Well,
Yes, it is indeed.
If there's no music, then I guess I'll have a drink.
Okay.
Well, there's not
I'll
much
be
choice.
with the others, but engrossed in one of my mythology texts. Just reading.
Alrighty. So you were all at the speakeasy. This makes it a little easy for me. You were all at the speakeasy. It's a rather quiet night. Of course, you have all the workers that have been out doing their jobs, coming in during the evenings.
Yeah, typical.
When the owner of the speakeasy, one Jason Mallory, comes up to, let's say, Dean, and says, "Hey, got someone on the phone for you."
For me? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
one of your
I'll go
police
in.
buddies.
Oh, okay. Wow, the cops know where I am at the speakeasy. Sounds like a
They don't
good
care.
1920s police force.
Yeah.
Hey, so long as you're not drinking on the job, they don't care.
Half of them are here in the
Sometimes-
afternoon.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I'll go answer the phone.
You get to the phone. It's a rather familiar voice to you, especially you being one of the veterans of this particular agency. It is Chief Robert Young. He comes on the phone and says, "Dave? Davenport, I mean.
Yeah, Chief.
You're not at the office, are you?"
No. Well, I'm at my second office, but no. What you need?
That's why I figured I called you the first time. But how many of you are there?
The whole gang's here.
Well, that figures. I need you to meet me at the shore of the old lake.
Shore of the old lake, huh?
Yeah, the one 30 minutes south.
30 minutes south. I got that. Anything you need us to bring?
One thing that I will say, Dean, and those of you who have been in town for quite some time, you have heard of the old lake being spoken. Since you already heard it, could you maybe make either a history check or an int check?
For me?
Yep, since you heard it.
No.
Didn't pass. Okay.
Did not pass.
Well, this is something new to you.
Maybe one of the
Thank
guys
goodness
knows
you
what
said
that
that.
is.
It's entirely possible. But he says, yeah, meet us at the old lake at the shore. I'll explain the situation there, but please hurry.
Oh, okay, you got it. Then I guess I'm going to grab the guys, and I'm first going to ask them, well, I'm going to tell them, looks like we got a job. Does anybody know where the shore of the old lake is?
The old lake? What, the one, like 30 minutes south?
Yeah, it's 30 minutes south of here. Chief wants to meet us. But it's a whole lake, and evidently just the shore. He knows.
Yeah, there's only one road going out there, so, you know, it's going to be
He's
near
asked us to come as soon as possible.
There's a murder or something?
He didn't say. He said just get here as soon as possible.
Well, it sounds promising, whatever it is.
Hey, Mallory, you got a phone in this place, but you don't have any jazz music. What the fuck?
Hey, it's either one or the other. And guess what? We have people wanting to call, wives wanting to call their husbands. Come on.
An even better reason not to have the phone.
Can you put all this on the tab? Because we got to go.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Just pay next week.
Now,
That's small town
anyone have a
service.
car?
Yeah, how many cars do we think? How far from town is this barn?
Yeah, should we all roll intelligence or history or no?
Right?
Yes, all of you that have heard the old lake being spoken of, go ahead and make either a history or an intelligence check, whichever's higher for you.
Well, I got it on intelligence.
Yeah, likewise.
And tell me what degree of success you got.
I got 29 out of 70.
I got 30 out of 80.
45 out of 80.
All right.
So I got better.
Gunter, starting with you, Gunter, what you know of the old lake is pertaining to an old lake that sits, it's actually got a name called Sanders Lake. And it, like I said, it rests about 30 miles south of Darby, resting in what once was a large valley that has been filled with water in a freak dam breakage in the early 1860s.
Ah, okay.
Your regular success also says that the local scuttlebutt basically says that it is a bad place, somewhere where nobody even wants to go fish or camp.
Okay.
The rest of you, which made a better success rate than you, know that the lake's valley that it rests in used to be a full-blown logging town resting in the valley where the dam was kept. And the name of Sanders comes from the single house that is in the very center of the body of water. It used to belong to one Josiah Sanders, who built his house on a hill where it was above most, if not all, the houses in the town there.
So the dam broke and it filled up the whole valley, and except for the one little hill where Josiah Sanders had built his house.
Yep, that's what you guys basically listening to old stories being told around this speakeasy.
And so the Sanders house is on an island now, is surrounded by? Yeah.
It's basically
Well,
just a
lump-
small
lump.
patch of
Yeah.
island, a house on top.
It's barely an island.
Barely.
But my guess is that there's probably a body or something on the shore. So,
Sounds likely.
I don't know who'd go out there. Well, how are we going to get there? You going to take your car? We're all going to fit in one car?
Well, I don't drive, so I would appreciate someone giving me a ride.
Well, even if you
I ain't
did
got a
drive, you'd be
car.
driving on the wrong side of the road, wouldn't you?
This is true. This is true.
So
Well-
does anybody have a car?
You can take my car if you want.
Given that I have a rather low drive auto, it's probably not my vehicle.
Come on, get in my car.
Sure thing. Call shotgun.
Okay, I'll take
Shotgun.
it back.
Do we need shotguns already?
Yeah, there's one in the front seat.
Ay, ay, ay. You Americans. Oof.
What are you talking about, Gunty? You've been here for like 4 years.
Yeah,
Just
I've
as
never had
American
a
as we
shotgun
are.
when I take a ride in a car. Anyway, let's go.
All right, let's go. So we get in my car, which is
Great model.
And I love
It could be a Ford Model T.
Yeah.
It could be a Ford Model T for all we know.
No, it's not quite that.
Um,
A little bit more modern than that.
Well, either way, you all managed to get into this car and take the 30-mile drive down to the old lake. bumpy dirt roads.
Hmm.
And it's really, really an uncomfortable ride.
Yeah, I got to get the shocks
night's
fixed
just
on this
come-
car.
The night's just coming over. The clouds are becoming quite dark. It's covering all the stars, and even the moon you can't see.
That's going to be overcast. I hope it doesn't rain tonight.
Yeah, well, we better get paid very well for this. That's what I have to say.
That's the police. We might not get paid at all.
I don't say this.
You make it ever so slowly to the shore of Sanders Lake.
We
Upon
see the
arriving
other
at the
cars.
lake, you are seeing other cars. There's
Yeah.
actually a couple of paddy wagons on the shore, as well as a rather odd sight. Chief Robert Young, who is an older gentleman, about 50, wearing the typical officer's uniform, badge on the right breast, and standing with him is Lieutenant Nathaniel Franks. He's a tall, lean man, possibly mid-30s, and has already got a receding hairline that, quite honestly, him wearing a cap anymore, it's just to hide the fact that he's going bald.
Poor guy.
And behind them is a single boat that they managed to sit on the shore. And it has begun to rain.
Ah, shit.
They're looking absolutely miserable because none of them managed to bring raincoats, it would seem.
Yeah, neither did we.
My mustache.
The almanac said it was going to be clear all night on Friday the 13th.
It's, they're like witches trying to predict the weather.
Well,
Especially in October.
this is lucky day for you, no?
What,
Was
the
it
Friday
say-
the 13th?
Or the opposite? I forget. Anyway.
Go ahead.
Gentlemen,
Check out
this
the
way.
chief. Yeah.
Young, Franks, what's up?
As you can probably tell, miserable. And again, we apologize for the suddenness of the call. We had to. This fella, he told us that he would only speak to you,
One of us or all of us?
What fellas?
all of you, by name.
Oh.
You don't happen to know a Joseph Holt, do you?
Do we?
You don't.
Yeah, we're famous, guys. We're famous.
It's a
Yeah.
very
Solve
dubious
a better
honor.
become famous.
We made the big time.
Not the sort of honor I would prefer.
We never heard of him.
Never?
Holt?
Nope.
Nah.
Well, thank goodness you didn't. Otherwise, I would be a bit suspicious. He's the head of this weird cult. Moved in about a few months back. Got about 20 followers or so. They stay outside of town, though. Stealing, going through folks' trash.
Ugh,
No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch.
The hell?
and how would they know us? It's odd.
I don't
You get
know.
the
I was
news-
hoping you'd tell me.
They probably saw a name on some newspaper they pulled out of the trash.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible. These people are bums.
This is a religious cult? Are they anarchists? Are they...
What kind of
It's
religion?
a religious cult. Yeah, some sort of pagan thing. We're not entirely sure.
Hmm.
So it's not like
We
the
haven't
little,
really.
the little sisters of St. Clair, which are all
It's nothing like that, and we don't think.
Uh,
But
Garbage is a sacrament for them, it seems.
well, to each his own. To each his own.
Hey, it's fine with me.
yeah, they haven't caused any trouble, so we haven't had any reason to bring them in. But we got a call from a local man a few hours ago. One of Holt's folks stole something valuable and followed him on foot here. Saw that they were rowing boats out towards the house.
The house in the lake? The old Josiah place?
Yeah, that one.
Jesus, that
Said there were strange lights going on.
Very strange.
place
Yep,
even
said
habitable?
strange lights were going on in the upper and lower floors. Also said something about screaming and like roars from hell or something like that, if you believe that.
Ah, jeez.
They got still out there.
But here's the kicker. That's when he
probably
heard
the-
gunshots. Gunshots being fired at him, and he swears that he heard a bullet whiz past his head.
Now, who says that a bullet flew past his head?
The guy that tracked him,
And what was the valuable thing that was stolen?
a necklace,
Okay.
perhaps one that was,
Sure.
from the way he described it, he said that it's more sentimental value, which was why he tracked him down. Nothing of any real value, you understand?
Now, is he
Which
here?
makes
Can
this
we
all the
talk to
more
him?
weird. No, I actually sent him home.
And what was
Okay.
his name?
But since
The name of this other person that saw this?
his name was Henry Bowers.
Henry Bowers.
And Holt, what was his first name again?
Joseph
Holt?
Holt, Holt.
But what was his first name? Joseph. Holt.
Joseph.
Yeah.
So can we talk to this Joseph Holt, this cult leader?
He asked for you.
Right.
All right.
Well, tell us where
So
he
here
is.
we are. The lads and I came here, brought a single boat. Me and Nathaniel here went up to talk to them. We saw barrels of guns sticking out of the windows.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Aye.
Yeah.
okay.
Joseph came out on the porch and told us to call you all here, named you all by name. Said he'd only talk to you, strange mess.
So we have to go out to the island now? Is that how things
Yeah.
Okay.
In the
And we
range.
think there's 20-ish armed lunatics in the old house.
I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, we counted that there was about 20 or so followers, but we do not know if they're all in the house.
Oh,
But it's big enough for all of them.
Definitely. It's about 2 stories and was meant to actually hold, what was it? I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure how many rooms, but it is a pretty big house.
If
Okay.
if the moon was out, we could probably see it from here, yeah?
Yeah, but with this
Too dark. Yeah.
this damn weather.
Do we see it anyway because there's lights in the windows?
Yes, you can actually look out there and you can see just barely a blur of light towards the center of the lake.
I don't know about this, guys. It sounds kind of dangerous to go out there with a bunch of lunatics with guns in a.
in a
Don't
range.
worry, I should be having another group of men coming in with another boat.
Well,
Yeah, this is what we would call a geschlichen Massen bequeschen lassen.
yeah, one of those.
What he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we should wait for the other men to come back then? Is that what the situation is?
I would recommend it, but if you guys want to go out there and test your luck, I would not trust this Hulk guy.
Well, look, let's see if we can diffuse the situation. Let's go out there on the boat, see what they want.
Good idea.
Maybe that's just
When they asked for us, they didn't ask for us just so they could shoot us from inside a house.
right. They
That's what I'd
probably saw pictures in the newspaper. They figure that we're good at solving a problem, problem solving, so they want to help.
And we do have
It's a
that.
small town. Who else are they
Right.
going to ask?
And we do have that shotgun. So
Yeah, well, we probably shouldn't. Well, as long as we keep it hidden in the boat until we, who knows? We might have to open fire.
Oh. Oh, this is comforting.
Yeah. Let's keep some guns in the boat.
I didn't bring my firearm to the the barn where I was shoveling hay earlier.
Right.
So is it possible that we could requisition some police arms for the trip out and back?
Well, we did bring the paddy wagon. We do have one shotgun we can offer.
If you don't mind.
Dean, what do you
Make
think?
sure we get it back. It is property of the city.
I have a little 32, and I think having a shotgun or two in the boat is a great idea.
Yeah, we can cover
Better
them with
safe
a
than
blanket or
sorry,
something.
right?
Yeah, it's
Just
a good
better
idea.
safe than sorry.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get this show going.
Who's good at rowing?
I can row.
Well,
Take turns.
One on the front. Well, how big is the boat?
The boat is actually big enough to hold 4 people, which is unfortunately why there was only one boat there
All right,
currently.
well, it sounds like only one of us can row. Maybe 2 of us. One on either side. It's not a motorboat, is it?
It's not a motorboat.
All right. Well, let's get to it, guys. Let's get a couple of shot. We got a couple of shotguns in, and I'm actually armed too. I got a 9mm
Oh, nice.
Fancy.
Good to know. Good to
and
know.
brass knuckles in case I get to punch someone.
Good to know. All right. So you guys get packed onto the boat.
Yeah.
Chief Robert kind of says, "Good luck. I recommend that you wait, but if you think you can calm them down until we get in there."
Well, let's
Just make
wait.
sure you send the next boat after us as soon as it shows up.
Yeah,
that's fair.
We'll definitely do that. We're not going to leave you out there on your own.
they can't see in the dock any better than we can. So
Oh no, but still, I'd rather be safe than sorry. But the fact you got 2 shotguns and some weapons of your own, you might do fine.
all right.
Yeah.
If they turn off all the lights in the house, are we just going to row around the lake in the darkness?
It's entirely possible.
They've only got kerosene out there because kerosene and candles. There ain't no electricity going out to that house.
There's definitely no electricity, I can tell you that.
Mm.
If there is, they had one hell of electrician.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the water.
Well, we can play it by ear and see.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Yeah, let's get at it.
Alrighty.
Chief, set up a little bonfire on the beach so we can at least see our way back.
That's a good idea.
Going to be a hell of a thing to do in this rain, but I'll certainly try.
Well, you got your headlights.
Oh, there's
True.
that.
Let's just turn on the headlights. Nathaniel, go do that.
Yeah, this shouldn't take too long.
So, you guys start rowing. Who's rowing?
God, I wish I'd have brought a slicker. I'm rowing.
Okay.
So I'm kind of sitting in the middle of the boat. Somebody can sit up in the top. Somebody can sort of use the rudder in the back.
I'm perfect size for rudder.
And I'm going to go up front and see. I'm going to use my. I've got a small zoom on my camera, so I can keep an eye on the house as we go forward.
Good
There you
idea.
go. Yeah, see if you can see that guy come out. Joseph Holt.
I'll be looking ahead.
Since you're looking ahead there, Clayton, go ahead and make a spot hidden check. It's going to be hard, though, in this weather.
I'm rowing.
How far out is the place? Like,
Oh, I rolled a 9 for which is not better than my 11.
nice.
Nice. Holy cow. Well, even through all the fog, you're seeing the lights, and you're seeing some movement amongst the lights. And it seems that he is correct. You are seeing kind of protrusions coming from the windows that could only be gun barrels, as far as you can tell.
Oof.
They're straight and they glint in the whatever light comes from inside.
And they're moving left and right. Looks like they're watching.
Oh boy.
You guys will have to tell me what you're seeing because, of course, my back's to all this.
Yeah, there's definitely the house is occupied. I don't know, 6, 8 windows seem to have something pointing out of them.
Yeah.
Looks like rifle
Yep.
barrels or shotguns. It's pretty far away and it's raining, but I'm definitely seeing a lot of movement.
It takes a good long time rowing, but the house slowly becomes clearer and clearer to those of you looking forward. It's large, was once white possibly, but all of the wood is warped, cracked. Some of the windows have a couple of boards over them that have apparently been moved. And you see that the water seems to be lapping at the very edge of the porch.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Has anybody come out on the front porch yet?
There's actually one person on the porch sitting on what seems to be an old rocking chair.
Perfect night for it. People wonder what goes through their heads.
And he actually stands up as he sees you guys coming into the clear and calls out, "Hello, who is it?"
Hello, we are friends. Do not shoot. We just come to
Northeast
talk.
Intelligence.
It's
The
the
German.
Northeast. You asked for us.
Ah, Northeast Intelligence. All of you.
Right, yes.
Sir.
I can tell the Germans there.
Yeah. Once the fellow from Boston is here too.
Excellent. You're just in time. And he turns around, opens the front door, and says, "When you have time, come in."
Well, I'm a little busy, maybe 45 minutes or so. I don't know if I like this, guys. This is not good.
We insist.
I hope he's not
What
like
does his manner seem like?
Yeah.
His manner does seem polite, but it's overly so. And the fact that he's dressed in just a pair of pants is throwing you off a bit.
Just a pair of pants. Ooh.
So he's typical Massachusetts bumpkin. Sorry, I love Massachusetts.
We all do. But he's got no shoes, no socks. He's bald and no shirt on, and covering his body from here down is what looks like scar fictions.
Oh.
Just deep rivets in his skin.
Like tribal almost, yeah?
Yep.
Wow.
Or like he was in a fire? Or a
Oh no.
It's like
These things were methodical.
South Seas Islander of some sort, maybe.
Mm.
Maybe he's a sailor. Living on a house in the middle of a lake. That makes total sense. I hope he's like not inviting us to dinner, if you know what I mean.
Well,
no shirt, no shoes, no service. That's what I say.
Well,
Unfortunately, he's got neither of those.
so is there a dock, or is there, well, obviously there's not a dock, but there's at least a porch we can pull up next to and tie a rope to?
You definitely can. There is a pole that you can easily wrap a rope around, and
All right.
the boat won't drift away.
okay.
I'd like to look back to the shore and see if I can see headlights or fire or a boat following us with a bright spotlight on it, full of cops.
Go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
Not sure you're going to find a bright spotlight yet.
While he's looking.
27 is exactly my hard.
Okay. You do see the faint light coming from the headlights on the shore.
I think I should state the obvious that we are a business, that we are for hire. So we're not going to just come in, and because you say come in, are you going to hire us and let's talk, how much you would pay us and this sort of thing. Give us some information first. It's not the kind of night to just do things like this on a whim.
Yeah, what business do you have with us?
Oh,
On the other hand, it's raining, and coming inside the house might be less horrible.
Well, yes, but...
And if we're inside the house, we can see what's pointed at us. If they wanted to shoot us, they could
entirely
have shot us
true.
as we
Entirely
rode up.
true.
This is true. But
So you will not come inside unless we come to an arrangement?
Well,
we
we'd
could
just like to
have
know
a
why
chat.
we're here. Yeah.
give us some overview, as you say.
Okay. I require your services for something that is quite a problem.
Well, all right, let's just go inside. What the hell? Do we need all of us
Okay.
inside? Can somebody stay here with the...
Keep the engine warm.
One of you could possibly stay, but I would prefer that you all come in. I mean,
Well, we're here. I guess
All
let's
right.
just...
Let's go inside, just inside.
So
Okay.
we've got two people who came armed and two loose shotguns.
The shotguns are kind of hidden in the boat under a top.
I
So they
wonder
don't
if
know
they
they're
should
there.
stay that way or not. I mean, we know that they're pointing stuff at us.
I wouldn't be pulling out a gun. That's just leave that top there.
See, I got a gun. I'm
All right.
believe me, the guns upstairs are for your own protection as well as ours.
Oh,
That's Mr. Holt speaking?
That
Yeah.
is Mr. Holt speaking.
Well,
Okay.
you
Let's
can't
go
blame
on
us
in.
if we're trying to be cautious. We don't know what's going on here. We don't know what the situation is.
Of course, we are
So-
complete strangers. You have the right to defend yourselves. I'm not going to arrest you of your weapons at all.
All right. Well, let's climb out onto the porch
Okay.
and make our way inside. After you, sir.
How decrepit
Certainly.
is the
And
house?
he-
It's been empty for 50, 60 years out in this damp. Is all the wood just decaying underneath, or is it kind of sound?
Surprisingly, as you come off of the porch and into the house, the porch seems like it could fall to pieces at any time. But the house is on a steady foundation somehow.
Yeah, these old colonial houses are pretty tough.
Yeah, just dry stone foundations.
But Joseph Holt, as you assume he is, which you are correct, leads you inside and shuts the door behind you. At which point he does this. And you hear a lot of cacophony of gunfire coming on upstairs.
jeez.
What the fuck?
Just blam, blam, blam.
Whoa. Who are you shooting? What's going on here?
My gun's out.
We're just talking.
Is there a
right?
window? Can I see the boat that we came in on?
Yes,
Are they
you-
shooting the boat?
Yes, you can. And the boat's sinking.
Oh, son of a bitch! It's our ride.
No, we should not have done this. Ugh.
What the hell, Mr. Holt? I got my gun out at him.
Like I said, we need you.
Well, this
Well, we
is
needed a boat.
it's not a sign of good faith here.
Oh, believe me, this is the greatest faith. The
No.
best faith.
Not that faith.
Well, enough with the
And
crap.
there's no boat of theirs around the island? Is there any sign of how they got to the island?
No sign.
I'm getting a little tired of this cryptic bullshit. You got to come clean. What do you want?
Your lives.
Yeah.
Oh,
as
my
well as
gun's out.
ours.
I'm gonna break for the door.
Yeah.
So Gunther, you break for the door. He doesn't even stop you from going outside. You get outside.
And realize there's nowhere to go.
The boat has been
Some-
blown to pieces, basically. You look at it, it's buckshot is all over it.
Sinking
Holes upon
smithereens.
holes.
So as I'm looking outside, I'm realizing the futility of my action and just kind of go back in.
While I silently mourn the shotguns that are sinking into the lake.
Well,
This would have been handy.
So, gentlemen,
Okay, tell us what's
So you're-
going
we are
on.
in agreement.
You're Joseph Holt, I take it.
I am.
And this house is your people? And you want something from us?
No. This is not ours. This is theirs.
And who were they, Mr. Holt?
The ones who serve the two greatest beings to ever grace the oceans.
oh my god, I'm getting really tired of all this bullshit. I'm gonna grab Mr. Holt by he doesn't have a shirt on.
And he's bald.
Does he have chest
Just
hair?
grab him by the grab him by the chest.
I'm gonna grab
There you
him.
go.
His belt loops.
Grab him by the horrible scars.
Grab him by the neck with my gun in my hand, and push him against the wall. What the fuck's going on?
Simple. We need you all to be here to witness the greatest thing that's ever going to happen.
Okay, so you're not taking our lives. We're just witnessing now. Is this right?
No. You will be witness to the greatest thing that's ever happened. However, there's something I'm going to need you to do for me.
Other than tie you up? Other than tie you up and beat the shit out of you?
Other than
There's a contraption downstairs.
contraption.
We have yet to figure out how to work it, but great minds such as yourselves may be able.
It's a still. I can do a still.
So that's why you chose us? Because
Still.
we
And what the
have
hell
shown
makes you
ourselves to be
think that we're gonna-
intelligent?
We're not scientists, after all.
What the hell makes you think we're going to do anything to cooperate with you at this point?
Because in a couple of hours, whether you find out the portal works or not,
Portal.
Portal.
Contraption?
Okay, so you brought us here to fix your still. You brought us here to fix
if
your
that's
still.
the way you wish to interpret it.
Okay.
So are you paying us anything at all, or is this just we are being shooken down? Is that the term? Shooken down? Shaken down?
That's the term.
You know what I
Enough.
mean. You're just forcing us to do this. At gunpoint?
Not at gunpoint.
Well,
Well,
it's
You
You're
don't
at
have no choice but to do it yourselves.
We've only seen Joseph Holt, right? We haven't seen anyone upstairs.
Yeah, I was just about to yell out.
Come down.
Anybody else who's in this fucking house, get down here right now. We got you cult leader at gunpoint.
By now, they've done their duty.
Drop your weapons.
Now it's my turn.
Hmm.
At that point, Nathan, he throws a punch at you.
Okay.
Okay,
Moving on.
he's going to try. I've got him
He's
pinned.
going to try.
Mhm.
I'm going to try to dodge. I didn't dodge.
He didn't hit you anyway.
Oh, getting a little cocky there.
Swings and
I'm gonna
just a bad miss.
punch him in the face with my gun.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll for that.
No, 89.
Keystone combat.
Yep, it's a lot of dodging going on here that doesn't even need to be dodged.
Okay. Does this
At
guy
which
do
point
it?
he reaches behind his
Like,
back
gun
for
out?
something.
Okay.
You're not sure, but he's reaching behind him for something.
And Dean has his gun out, I think, right?
Move. Don't move. Don't
I'm
move.
gonna if he's going to try to grab like a knife or something, I'm going to like sidestep and throw him down to the ground, trip him as he falls.
Okay. Go ahead and let's see. Is that a grapple check?
Grapple,
Go for it.
brawl, I guess.
Yeah, brawl. Brawl would make more sense.
Fucking 97. It's a
Oh, damn.
real bad fail. I tripped myself.
You go to wrap your arms around his middle to try and knock him down in a football tackle, but he somehow managed to sidestep you and you fall flat on your face on the ground.
All right.
At which point he
Do you have a
pulls out a
weapon in his
knife.
hand? He has a
pulls
knife?
out a knife. He has
I'm
a knife.
taking the shot.
Okay, go ahead and roll your firearm skill.
It's terrible. I'm probably going to miss, and I'm probably going to shoot my buddy.
Don't say that.
I got him!
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's less than 20% base. Go ahead and roll that handgun damage.
1 point of damage.
Boom, and you
You hit him in the ear.
graze his arm.
Well, he's going to be stunned and weak.
He holds onto his arm and he's bleeding a little bit, but he turns to you there, Dean, and says, "Oh, it will be such a pity, but it is going to be so worth it." And he runs towards you with his knife.
Oh, okay.
There is a
I'm gonna.
chance for you to have another shot.
Can I try to trip him as he runs? Since I'm on the ground?
I'm gonna try to just get out of the
Sure,
way of
go
the
ahead.
knife.
I've got a question too. Is kerosene light in here or candlelight only?
Looking around, you notice that there are lanterns hanging by makeshift hooks.
So kerosene.
Uh,
I'm going to use my camera flash
kerosene.
right now. I'm going to take a picture of this maniac who's scarified and topless and brandishing a knife and probably make him blind for the moment.
okay. All right. So all at the same time, here we go. Dean's trying to get out of the way of the knife. Nathan's trying to trip Joseph.
I got
And
30 out of
Clayton's
75.
trying to blind him.
so
Okay.
I got a hard.
You got a hard success.
I
Good
got
job.
a 97.
So he was about to hit you when he gets tripped by Nathan. Clayton, go ahead and make a, I guess, dexterity check.
Makes sense. I failed that. Not by much, but 57 for 50.
Well,
That's because you had to pull out your
Nathan-
flash attachment and put the bulb in there. Just the thing before you
Drip the powder on top.
Yep, your flash bulb goes off as Joseph's already on the ground, face down, so he's not blinded.
Still be a great shot, though, for the papers if we get out of here.
stomp that bastard.
Ability, great shot.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the one that has the highest dex.
I have an 80.
Oh, I got a 65. Yeah, you got.
Yeah, Dean, you definitely have the highest dex.
Okay. So is he
What do
on
you
the
do?
ground?
He is currently on the ground, fixing to try and get up.
Is his knife in his hand still?
It is still in his hand.
Okay. I am going to bring my foot down on that hand and pin it to the floor. I have my gun.
All right.
I'm going to say, don't you fucking move.
Okay, let me take a look here. What would constitute doing that? I will say a brawl.
Wow, I either rolled 90s or teens. I got that one. I got it with a hard success.
Good.
Excellent. So you managed to stomp your foot down. It pins his hand down, whether he's got the knife in it or not. It's pinned.
Okay. I was like, don't you fucking move.
He's. And next is
We are getting
Nathan. I believe you are next.
somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me check something real.
But I noticed, Jeff, that your thing is sticking up.
That would be it. Better?
Nope. Wait.
Son of a bitch. Thought I turned it off.
I can hear you okay.
I'm hearing you echo though.
There's
I'm
an
hearing
echo.
myself echo now too.
True, yeah.
So it's somebody's microphone is picking up their earphones.
Weird.
Yeah, it's not me.
It's not that bad.
Because my mic on my headphones is turned off now.
Well, let's see. Don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal.
Okay. Just hope that
Sorry.
whatever audience is listening to us isn't going to be miffed.
They won't
anyway.
be. They won't be. They won't be. They won't be.
Anyway, Nathan, I believe you are next with that 65 dex.
Okay.
I believe I don't know if anybody has a higher dex than a 65.
If I'm still on the ground, I'm going to try to scoot forward and grapple him so that I can sort of pin him down so that we can tie him up or something.
Okay.
So it's just to immobilize him.
Go ahead and make a grapple check.
I got a 45 out of 75. So not it's a success, but it's not a hard success.
Okay. And does anybody have a higher dex than a 50?
I have 60, but I've kind of been stunned watching all this. However, I think it's time for me to jump in. I have a 60 dex, so I guess I will try to just participate in holding him down and securing him and making sure he's not able to do anything else weapon-wise or fisticuffs-wise. So, all right, just roll against dex. I got 21 out of 60. So I got the hard, I guess. Right? Is that how that works?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just like on the other side of him. I guess Dean is stepping on his hand, so I'm kind of like working on the other side of his other arm, basically, and the other half of his body, and just kind of holding him to the floor.
Alrighty. It seems between you and Nathan, he is successfully pinned. He's struggling, but you got him pretty pinned to the ground now with two bodies on him.
Now we can talk more, I think.
Someone get the knife.
Yeah, what happened to the knife?
The knife is actually still in his hand.
Yeah, he better let that go.
He struggles a bit and finally just relents, drops the knife.
Okay, someone pick that up. I got a gun on him.
And I've
My
kind of got
followers,
him
they're already done with their duties, I'm sure.
Okay.
Better
So
late
I
than
haven't
never.
acted yet. Sorry.
What'd you say?
I haven't
So
acted
better
yet.
late than never.
Oh. Clayton hasn't acted yet.
Yeah, I'm like,
What's
since
your
you guys
name?
have this guy down on the ground, I want to look around for generally what the space we're in is like, because we haven't really seen it. And if there's something we can tie him up with, And if it's obvious where there are stairs from which, say, a bunch of lunatics can run at us with guns. But priority is like rope or something.
Are there curtains that you could tear down and tie them up with?
There are no curtains.
What's the furniture like?
The furniture around the room currently is pretty absent. There is an old, battered grandfather clock looking by the corner, and right across from the grandfather clock, you'll see the stairs heading up to the second floor.
And are they dark? Is it light up there?
It's light up
Are
there.
there sounds of footsteps all over us?
You're not hearing any at the moment.
Yeah, I was wondering maybe if his people shot themselves or each other. But I guess not,
just the boats.
because they
What
shot
kind
the
of
boat.
fabric or anything in the room that we could use to tie him up with?
There's an old rug.
No, that's
Right?
you
Is there a
can't tear it
couch I
down.
could tear bits up?
You could use his knife to rip the rug up into shreds.
Yeah.
Well, there was the rope that was tied up to our shot-up boat. We could use that.
That's true.
You could also maybe tear the chains out of the grandfather clock that have the weights hanging down on them.
Mm-hmm. I guess the best idea is to get the knife, and I can use that then on whatever might be tieable, and also he won't have a knife.
We could heat up the barrels of the shotgun and melt them down into handcuffs, maybe. Long shot. I think we should go
The
with the other
shotgun
option.
that sank with the boat.
You don't have to tie up
Oh,
a
never
dead
mind.
person.
Well,
Yeah. So I'll take the knife and stalk.
okay. So Clayton goes ahead and takes the knife and starts making strips out of the old rug. It's thin. It's very threadbare. So
Okay.
cutting it into strips is no problem.
Okay.
You're able to make makeshift handcuffs out of them, tie a strong knot.
Nice. Is the knife like a hunting knife, a folding knife, or something unusual?
It's a hunting knife,
Okay.
you would think. It looks like something that somebody would skin a deer with.
Good. All right. I'm knotting up rug bits then.
I'm gonna get up and yell upstairs. You know, if you're up there, come down.
And
You yell up there, and no reply.
I mean, while the other guys are tying him up, I'm just going to try to talk to him and say, all right, now you are our prisoner, sir. So no more cryptic bullshit. Please just tell us what is going on. Tell us what you want. What's your end game? You want us to look at some contraption in the basement? And yet you attack us? I mean, I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense, and you need to talk.
I'm fulfilling the duty that I was meant to do.
No, I said no more cryptic bullshit, not more cryptic bullshit. So stop speaking in this way. Just say exactly what you wanted. You wanted us to do this or that, and you obviously weren't going to pay us.
I'm paying a debt that's owed.
No, yes. Okay. Someone else try, because I just cannot deal with this.
Holt, you said something about the two greatest somethings. Who are the two greatest somethings that you're here to serve?
Father Dagon and Mother Hydra.
These names ring a bell.
Something
to
about
me.
hydration?
Hydration. It's very wet in the lake.
Isn't a Hydra something like a multi-headed thing from Jason the Argonauts? A little bit.
No, it's like a plug in the city that they put the hoses on.
Hydra.
That was a flower.
Oh yes, the dogs go pee-pee on them. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
So what? Your mother and your father are here somewhere, Mr. Holt.
Oh,
Wow, that is cold.
This is some sort of strange cult bullshit.
Whatever. I'm gonna go upstairs carefully and see if there are any people up there. So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Don't go alone. I think two of us should go. A total of two of us should go.
If we got him bound now in rotten old rug bits, can we assume that he's tied up?
He is tied up. If you want to tie up his ankles as well to make absolutely sure he doesn't move, you can certainly do that.
Oh yeah, every limb, every limb.
Oh yeah.
And I'd like to do it in a way that he can't like bash his head into the floor or the wall or any other crazy person thing. Because this guy's crazy.
Okay, so you pretty much drop him in the middle of the room.
Tie him up to something, yeah. All right.
Like tie him up to the leg of a table or something.
Oh, is there any tables?
Does the stairwell have
There is a table in the opposite room from where you're at.
Okay.
Just hog tie him.
I think a face full of splinters, moldy splinters, would be great for this guy.
You know, if you just cut his feet off, he can't go anywhere.
We're going to go the saw route of making sure he can't move. But anyway, let's go.
So
with,
there's no
Nathan.
noises from coming upstairs.
No, there is no noises coming up from upstairs. But Nathan, you said you were heading there first.
Yeah. Something we didn't mention, but my guess is that as detectives, we probably have flashlights.
You most likely would.
Okay. So we got flashlights.
Yeah.
At least one.
For when and if these kerosene lanterns run out.
Well, or just to see, you know.
That too.
All right,
But
so
you make it to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, and I'm going very carefully and looking around and making sure that there's nobody up there about to ambush me.
I've got my next flashbulb ready
Okay.
Just
and
in case
camera
there's
to hand.
to be taken. So, Nathan, you make it to the top of the stairs, and it's a T-junction. You can go to the right or the left. You look to the left, and there's a hallway. 2 doors on one side, 2 doors on the other side. But there's also a bit of a walkway that leads to what might be a sitting area with a couple of shelves that are broken, don't have anything hanging on them right now.
I'm sorry. So if you look to the left, there's 2 doors, and the
Yeah,
right
2
is some
doors on
broken
one side
shelving?
of the hall, and on the other side of the hall, still looking left, is another 2 doors, as well as a small walkway leading to a sitting room. And on the right, it looks to be 1 door on one side and 2 on the other.
Well, I think I'm right behind Nathan, and I figure it's Friday the 13th. We should go to the left.
Sound logic.
Okay.
Who's leading the way? So you head to the left, to left.
Yeah.
All right. You go to the left, and are you going to head to the sitting area, or are you going to try one of the doors?
Can we check the sitting area, make sure there's no one in there before we open that door?
Yes, you can. It's actually pretty easy. You look over there, and there's just an old chair that its cushion is old and worn. Bits of its insides are coming out, and the shelves all broken. There's no way you can set anything on them.
Okay.
But there's nobody in the sitting area right now.
Okay. I got my gun out. Someone open that door.
All right. You basically try to open the first door that you come to. It is currently locked.
Well,
You try
I
the
don't care
knob
if
and-
anyone knows we're there. I want to kick it.
Okay, go for it. Go ahead and make a strength check
Me?
to kick the door down. Yep.
I'll
If you
kick
want
it,
to kick
yeah.
the door down,
My 45 strength. Oh no!
you can do it.
No.
You lean back and you kick it, and holy cow, your toe hurts now. So bad.
I forgot myself. I'm not really a man of action.
Tell
Well, at
Dave
least you
make
tried.
sure he doesn't kick it with his toe like he did last time. Use your heel.
Any ideas?
I mean, I can try to pick the lock, but I mean, this is an old place. We could just kick it apart. Okay.
All volunteers?
I mean, this thing already ate my foot. Do you want me to pick the lock? I'll try to pick the lock.
We could try another door. They might not all be locked.
This one has injured me. I hate it.
You have a vendetta against this door now.
This door is personal.
Okay,
No,
so
no,
go
no.
ahead and... No?
It's invincible.
Okay. So you're going to move to the next door, or what you going to do?
I'm for moving to the next door.
All right, so you go to the next door, I guess along the same wall.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go ahead and try the knob, and it opens up. It opens up
Okay.
into a very dark room, but since you guys have flashlights, you shine your light in. A lot of rats scurry away from the floor as what looks to be storage for canned goods.
Ach, mein Gott. Well, while they do this, I'm going to go back to our prisoner and check him. See if maybe in his pants pocket he might have keys for some of these doors. I think this is a good idea.
You go down there. He does not resist. He actually seems completely nonchalant about the whole thing. You reach into his pocket and you pull out a key ring with several keys on it.
Ah,
You're smart enough. You should be a detective.
I'm thinking about trying this, yeah. So then I join the others and say, guys, look what I found.
Look what I found. That probably could have saved
Some shoulders.
hold a poor stub toe.
Okay, well, check that locked door because I gotta know what's back there.
How many keys roughly? I mean, we're talking like 20, 30, or 4 or 5? Or...
About 6.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously we'll try them all until hopefully we find one that works. But
It doesn't take long. You get one key in there, turn, you hear a click, and then you open up the door. It is a room that is dimly lit by a single table, a long table that has a kerosene lantern set on top of it. And all around are bunk beds. And on every single bunk, you see a pale, dead body.
aye. This is more than I
Photograph.
thought for.
Go ahead and make a sanity check.
Ah. Somebody remind me, what? Just roll against our current sanity? Is that how we do it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Roll against your current sanity. Try to get less than it.
Right.
I made it.
I made it by 2 points. 58 out of 60.
Okay. You pass. You lose 1 point of sand
Okay.
because you're seeing anywhere from 10 to 15 dead bodies laying around.
Yeah.
This reminds you of the war.
I passed my sense. I'm going to photograph and move around the room.
I'm going to say, I'm also going to take some pictures of this.
What about you there, Nathan?
Oh, I thought I was going up the stairs.
Oh, this is up the stairs.
Yeah, we've been up the stairs for a while.
I lost track. I thought you guys were searching downstairs while I was going.
No. They followed you upstairs.
Jesus
Sorry about
Christ. Jesus Christ.
I'm just going to stand there in shock.
Do they all look like they've had their heads blown open or what?
No, it does not look like any of them have been physically harmed.
No cause of death is obvious then.
Not obvious, no.
Are there shotguns up here?
No, actually.
Do they look like they died in their sleep? Are they dressed the same?
Go
What
ahead
else is
and
notable?
I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and try a spot hidden check.
All right. I got an 02.
Ooh, good job.
Regular
40.
success.
Fail.
I take a good close look at one of these guys and say, he's dead.
Yeah, I got a regular success.
Okay. Everyone who passed, you do notice that by each and every one of the bunk beds on the floor or on a countertop, nightstand thing, is a single canteen.
Canteen. Can I give it a whiff?
I wouldn't touch that.
Well,
You
it's
pick
probably
it up?
poison. Yeah, I'll pick it up and give it a whiff.
smell it?
See if it's. Does
You
it smell like almonds?
It
Almonds.
smells like almonds.
Yeah, it's cyanide.
Almonds?
Yeah, cyanide.
It smells heavily
I didn't know it smelled like almonds. Good call.
Yep. It seems like everyone in here has taken a drink out of one or multiple canteens.
And are they
Heavy
still
swig.
like? Are they a couple days, hours, minutes? How long have they been dead? Can we tell?
Yeah,
Let's see.
like lividity. If they're all.
Let's see. You guys have
black.
seen dead bodies before.
Yeah.
These bodies may have been dead within 10 minutes.
Okay,
Wow.
so there's no rigor mortis. There's no lividity. Oh, great.
They're still flexible.
They
And it
shot
doesn't smell
and they-
in the room.
Yeah, it's
What was
probably
that, David?
smelling.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say, David? It smelled
I wondered if it smelled in the room, if it
Oh.
was a stank of death or decay.
It smells of vomit.
Yeah,
Whoa.
vomit and probably
Mostly.
shit because people die.
Vomit
They
and voiding the
pants.
bowels.
Yeah,
I prefer the almonds myself.
yeah.
Well,
And just
So
like
it's a-
Joseph Holt downstairs, these guys do not wear shorts. They do not wear shoes or socks. And they have what seems to be these ritual scar fictions on their bodies.
are
Take
they
some
all?
pictures.
The most
Those.
prominent,
Are they all men?
they're all men.
Okay.
The most prominent that you see, especially with those laying on their stomachs, is what looks like, let me see if I can pull it up. Looks like this.
Ah, and where's that again? I'm sorry. Is that on their?
On their-
It's on their back.
It's cut into them. Okay, scarred.
Cut into them.
7 points. Got an eye.
A central eye.
Some very freaky stuff here. Don't
Yeah.
know if freaky is slang yet, but
Like the all-seeing eye. Ooh,
Now, are those guns around here? Are they in the room?
yeah,
They are
guns
not in the
were
room.
firing.
Okay.
From what you can tell from the orientation of where this room is, it's towards the back of the house.
Okay.
must be different rooms.
Yes, the front rooms seem to be the ones that the shotgunners were sitting at.
Okay, so they could still be here.
They could, possibly.
Yeah.
This is some sort of suicide cult, it seems, huh?
Indeed.
Well, it's either suicide or these guys were forced to do it.
That's a good point.
Take care of all of our problems for us by all committing suicide. Makes the paperwork way shorter.
Yeah.
Yes, but the pay is not as good.
Is there anything, looking around this room, is there anything else that's weird? A book? Religious icon of some sort?
You look around. I'm going to let you go ahead and make a spot hidden roll.
I got a 5. Wow.
Wow. Good job.
I'm doing some good rolling tonight.
That definitely does it. You happen to open one of the drawers of one of the end tables, and you find within it, looks like a journal.
What do we got here?
Seems like one of the cultists was a journal keeper.
We got a journal.
And
what this is.
And it's talking about, towards the back of it, I'm assuming you're going to look towards the back of it sooner. The last entry says, "They're coming." But the page before it, it says, "Joseph gave us a great sermon. I feel all the more eager to do the task before me, to allow the mother and father's children to walk inland."
Okay.
All it needs is 20 lives and 4 outsiders.
I don't know what the hell this is all about, but I think that we're the 4 outsiders.
How many bodies are there?
You sit there and you count. You're counting 12.
That means if we can keep Holt alive, probably he can't do whatever it is he wants to do, and maybe the other people will leave this crazy situation.
Well, let's check the rest of the building.
Let's check that front room.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay. So you're going to check one of the front rooms.
Yeah.
You're going to stay on the left side?
Yeah, I guess we would just go. I've still got the keys, I guess. So we'll just systematically go room to room, starting with the one next to us. We'll go to the left side. Go ahead, Dean.
I want to make sure I can't hear any shuffling of feet, nothing. Like, I really am paying attention to this.
Yeah, I would say we should go furtively.
Since you're actively listening, Dean, go ahead and make a listen check.
No.
You do not hear any shuffling of feet or anything.
I've got my hands over my ears.
I've got listen to. I'll roll listen to just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
And no. Did not make it. Nope.
All right. You're too busy fiddling around with the keys and finding which one fits to that door.
Right.
The 2 doors to the front, actually on the left side, the left part of the hallway, I should say, are actually unlocked. You open them. You open the first one. There's nobody in it. There's a mattress that someone has clearly decided to use as their bed. It's got a pillow of what looks to be an old jacket, but there's nobody in it. You open the next one. It is a single one of these cultists. He's laying on the floor, and he's got a huge hole in the back of his head.
Aye.
Then there was 7.
And is he holding a weapon? Is the body holding a weapon?
He's holding a shotgun.
But it's in the back of his head.
Yep. He looks to have put the barrel in his mouth and pulled the trigger.
That would make makes sense.
Reasonably speaking, can we assume that he had enough firepower to sink the boat with one shot and sink himself with a second one?
No. It would have taken more shots to possibly sink your boat.
When the shots rang out, were there multiple shots?
It was multiple shots. It was a cacophony of shots.
Okay.
So you think either there's more than one gunman, or he fired multiple times.
Okay.
Well, I like leaving this corpse behind more than the others. I guess we go across the hall, right?
Somebody grab that shotgun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Those of you wanting to grab the shotgun, I'm going to let you go ahead and have a spot hidden as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see if there's any shells, too.
Yeah, I got a gun already.
I've already got a gun.
I got the keys.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to outsay it. You don't need to do a spot hidden. You actually didn't need to do a spot hidden. If you're light looking on his person for shotgun shells, his pants pocket is bulging with shells.
Wow.
You pull out 5 shells.
I shall claim them happily and figure out how to put them in the back of the breech.
Because you don't normally use a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually shoot cameras.
Just finding out how to.
I've seen films, but I've never done it.
And we have Nathan here to help us with stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Dean.
But the 2 rooms across from this one are the ones that you just investigated. So all that's left is the right side.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go to the right side, and one of the doors is actually open.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to
kick
the one that's
towards the front.
open with my gun out in case there's somebody there.
It looks to be one cultist who has the shotgun barrel in his mouth right now, and he's shaking. Like he's trying to do it, but has not.
Don't do it, buddy.
I'm going to rush over and grab the gun from him.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. There is no mother. There's no father.
Gunter, you run up and you take the shotgun. He's shaking. He's looking down where the barrel used to be, and he says, "But I have to. I have to."
No, buddy. No.
No, my friend. Really. Please, just...
It's either this or it's going to be worse later. I have to.
We will get you help. Just please, just pause for a moment.
There is no help. There is none.
This cult leader has tried to mislead you, dude. It's all crazy shit.
It's not crazy. I've seen one. It's not crazy.
Can I try to use psychology on him?
Go for it.
Oh, 0.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Look, if you want to kill yourself, just go ahead and do it.
Here, let me put the gun in your mouth.
Worst psychologist ever.
Obviously,
Worst psychologist ever.
I've got psychology and psychoanalysis. I don't know.
I've got really good psychology.
You just happened to really botch that time.
I'm trying to use reverse psychology on him.
Go ahead and blow your head off. He took my gun from me.
See if we care.
Mine.
All right.
Do you want to try psychology, Gunter?
Yeah, I'll try psychology. I got a 30.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, I dropped a dice. Okay. Trying again. I got 15.
Hey, there we go. He's scared out of his mind. And it looks to be what he's talking about and what he was about to do are at odds with each other.
Yeah.
He's scared of what's to come, but he's too scared to do what he feels he needs to do.
Okay, well,
Gunter.
Yeah.
Gunter, he said he had seen one of them. What did he see?
Well, let's see. Tell us, my friend, what have you seen? Just let us help you. We care. We are here to care and to help you. We are not enemies.
You're not part of us. You're not part of us. You don't know.
Well, then try to help us understand.
They were huge. They were
These
big.
some sort of creatures or monsters? What? People?
Creatures, monsters, whatever you want to call it. They were huge. They were covered in scales. They had gills and webbed hands and these claws, these terrible claws.
Well, where did this happen? Where did you see this?
Here. We saw them here. We saw
house?
one. Not in the house, down below.
Well,
in the basement? Where the still is?
Maybe
there's no still. I wish it was just a still.
Well, I just ask you, just calm down.
They have one of us. They have one of us down there. They have one of us down there, and they have him strung up, and his guts are on the outside, and it's bad.
Take us, show us this.
I can't. Where's Holt? Where's Holt?
Holt is fine. He is not harmed. He's downstairs. He's waiting for us.
He's not dead?
No. Should he be?
He said he was going to join us. That he was going to do his duty.
And I find out that most cult leaders don't exactly kill themselves when all of their followers do.
Yeah, and we did step in at the right time, and maybe we prevented this.
Let me ask you a question. Did you end up giving him all your money first before he had you kill yourselves?
I had no money to begin with. I was just a bum off the street. I was going from farm to farm working.
Well,
how did you meet Holt, Father Holt? Where did you find him?
Don't call him father. He's not the father.
The father is Dagmar.
Dagon. You. This is not like. Even I admit this is crazy. I didn't believe it until I saw the creature. The deep one.
When did it come here? Did it come here on a Friday the 13th before?
No. It was last year sometime. I guess November.
So you've been here that long?
Yeah, we've been in and out quite often. I mean, nobody comes here.
Yeah. This is not about that.
I just wanted to be included, and then they summoned that thing to show us that all of this was true, and I felt I had no other choice but to do this.
Nah, buddy. Nah, you need to see an alienist about this stuff.
I'm gonna pat his shoulder like reassuringly, kind of try to it's okay.
It's not okay.
Guys,
they're coming. One way or the other, they're coming.
That name, it sounds vaguely familiar to me. I think it's in the Bible.
You can make it a cult check.
Which name?
Weren't the people in the Philistines or something like with Samson?
Oh, you're talking about that Dagon? That Dagon looks like a pissant compared to the one that I'm talking about.
Well, you've this cult leader of yours has mentioned used two names, Hydra and Dagon, both of which are mythological creatures.
Father Dagon and Mother Hydra. They're the mother and father of all the deep ones.
The deep ones.
And they're coming. They're coming, and it's not going to be pretty for me or you.
I do have Cthulhu mythos and a cult.
You can go ahead and try to make a Cthulhu mythos roll.
It's very low. It's 15.
Yep, as it should be.
Right. No. 40.
I don't know nothing about that, but I definitely
you
know
can
a
make
little
it a
bit about the Bible.
You can make an occult check if you wish, Nathaniel. Not
Yeah.
Nathan. But
Yeah, I don't have much occult. That's a 5. I got 95.
ooh, yeah, has to be expected. With
Yeah,
somebody who just has a base.
Joshua 3329 and Dagan the fish guy. Yeah, what the hell? Deep ones. What is this deep
Kind of
one?
correct.
Sounds kind of like what you're talking about with the, what they say about the people from Innsmouth.
Oh, I've heard this name.
This is far. Well, you're not too far.
Well, they all breed with one another. They're all inbred.
I've heard of this place.
I wish that was the case. I
Well,
wish
of
that was
course
the
you have.
case.
It's on the coast. It's about 40 miles from here.
Yeah, it's a bad reputation, this place.
Yeah, just a bunch of criminals and lowlives.
That's actually where Joseph came from.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of criminals here.
That explains quite a bit.
They've all been they all marry their sisters, and over the years it makes they've got.
I wish that was the case. I wish that was the case. That's not the case.
Look, buddy. Look.
Your boss that's tied up downstairs is crazy. He's from the shore, and he's weird. And you are a criminal type. You've had a hard time.
No offense. No offense.
Yeah. What are the rest of the folks like? Like, who are the other guys that are here shooting guns or drinking poison for no reason? And what in all?
It's the debt they had to pay.
Downstairs.
That they had to, what do these gods do for you in the first place? Nothing.
We were promised that we would be giving ourselves for a cause.
There are much better causes to give yourself for. Trust me. In about 15, 20 years, there will be another war.
Let's finish searching this house. I'm going to go look in another room.
Yeah, because it's going to be not long before one of them shows up.
Well, just we will protect you. We have firearms. We know our stuff. Just stay with us. We will get you through this.
Everyone make a listen check.
I want to let this guy.
The guy's been lying to you. I got a 15.
Ooh, 15.
Listen.
So Nathan passed.
I failed. 81 out of 20.
Uh-oh. Not Gunter.
27 for 20, not quite.
And not for Dean. Clayton, did you pass?
No, 27 for 20. Just missed it.
Ooh, close. Nathan.
Yeah.
You hear something like something made out of wood snapping, as well as some thuds downstairs.
There's somebody still here. We got to go. You guys watch this guy. I'm going to go check it out downstairs. So I'm going to take my gun and go.
Okay.
Okay. Nathan, you head to the stairs.
I'd like to follow him actually, because I think that Holt is loose, and I don't want him to be alone.
Okay. You go behind Nathan. Nathan, you lead the way down the stairs. I'm going to say that the room that you have Holt tied up in is in the kitchen, which is to your left as you come down the stairs.
Okay.
You make it to the stairway, and you look towards the kitchen, and the leg that you had Holt tied around is gone.
So it's Holt
as well as Holt.
Shit. Holt is on the loose. I yell up to everybody.
And this is why I took that shotgun.
And you guys hear that upstairs, of course.
I'm gonna gather up the kid and bring him with us and try to join the others downstairs.
He's definitely a kid. He's only 17.
Oh wow, okay. So yeah, I think I'm sure Dean will probably agree. The rest of us will join the guys downstairs.
Okay. Those of you
So-
downstairs, as you guys are gathering up the kid and fixing to take him down, go ahead and make a spot hidden check.
Downstairs us?
Yep, those of you downstairs.
Pass. 58 out of
13.
70.
Brilliant.
Very good.
You see what seem to be a pair of bare feet disappear into a room, and the door shuts behind them. Towards
That's where it
back
goes.
into the house.
Halt. Stop running. We're going to catch you. So I head towards that door.
Okay, you head towards the door. You try the knob. It's
Can I just
locked.
try kicking it down?
You can certainly do that. Make a strength check.
49 out of 65.
Boom. You managed to hit it right where you need to. The frame breaks. Door swings open. What looks like a really large library.
Okay. Hey, Dean, did you see how I
Yeah.
kicked that door open?
What?
Not really. He's
going off again?
upstairs. He's not...
I still yell it out. I used my heel.
Avoid the metatarsals. Use the heel.
All right, so there's a whole bunch of books. Are there like rows of them? So do I have to like navigate to make sure that he's not like hiding around the corner with a red hot poker or something?
It's very possible somebody could be hiding behind these rows of books.
So I'm moving tactically. I mean, no.
So with like your back up against the shelf and scooting along.
Right.
Okay.
With my gun,
You
gun
do
out
that.
in front of me.
I'll follow carefully.
So it's like a library stacks or shelves, like rows and rows.
Yeah,
It's not like around the edge of the room. Okay.
And what's making it worse is there is no light in here.
Oh,
Okay.
you got out the flashlight then.
Yep, you're seeing these books through the flashlight beam.
There's
And
no
that means
place.
I can't hold both my camera and my shotgun, which is very uncomfortable. But I'm going to put the flashlight along the shotgun to keep one focus.
Have we
Okay.
joined them yet, or are we still coming downstairs?
Yeah.
You guys make it downstairs by the time they're just entering that room.
Okay, so I'll follow after them.
And the kid's falling behind you.
Okay, I want to
Considering
stay
it's
behind
nowhere
that
else to go.
kid. I don't
Right.
trust that kid behind us.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
true.
rightfully so. He's got a bit of a crazy glint in his eye.
Yeah, no shit. So
I'm,
my back on the kid. You guys go. He will follow. I will follow him.
He says, "Okay,
You know, for his
mister,
protection.
I'm done with this. I just hope I can get out of here alive."
Yeah, so
oh,
do
now
we.
you want to live.
Turn
Well, yeah, that's
yourself
why I
in.
didn't blow my brains out.
Oh,
Turn
wait a
yourself
minute.
in, Holt. There's nowhere for you to go.
Okay, you guys slowly go into this dark library.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to have you all do a listen check.
52 out of 24.
No, I fail.
Yeah, 70
I
for
made
20.
it.
So
The books.
I got a hard.
Oh,
Ooh.
so Dean, you made it.
Good.
You're hearing what sounds like muffled screaming coming from the left side of the room.
Male or female?
You cannot tell; it's muffled,
Okay.
but it is definitely screaming.
Okay. Does it sound like somebody with a gag in their mouth, or like through a door? Like what type of muffled?
Like through a wall.
Through a wall? Okay. I'm going to tell everybody, like, there's something over there. Some sort of noise going over there. There's like somebody's like struggling. There might be a prisoner.
Can we see? Is there a door on that side of the room?
You look towards it. Initially, looking at the wall, you just see a wall. But as you look closer and start looking around, you see a rug that has recently been moved and a trap door.
All
I'm
right.
gonna ask that kid what's down there.
That's where the lab is.
You got people down there?
We had one down there.
Is it a black lab, a great lab?
It's huge. It's vast. It's vast.
Great Dane.
Just open up the goddamn door.
The kid's lost all humor. He's not laughing along with it.
Right.
Some kind of what you doing? Experiments on one another? What the fuck? Come on.
We have to
Okay.
keep one alive in order to
All right.
appease.
Let's pull this damn door open. Shotgun's ready.
Okay, who's going to open the door?
I'll pull it open.
I'm kind of holding the kid as my main focus.
Okay.
I've got a shotgun at the ready.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a person that has the shotgun at the ready. Nathan's going to open the trap door. Okay.
And I got a gun on that kid.
Nathan, you open the door.
Yep.
And a knife comes out to meet you.
Comes out from where?
Comes out from underneath the door. Was apparently waiting for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have
He's
a
going to
chance?
try and swing. You
Do
do
I
have a chance to dodge. You have a chance to dodge.
All right.
Because he could not fully rev back until you open the door.
Okay.
I dropped it.
Well, I got 27 out of 32, so I did dodge.
Hey.
Less.
He missed anyway.
Awesome.
Oh, this guy sucks with a knife.
He should have picked a different weapon.
So I fling open the door.
He has a 75 in it, but I've been rolling a 78, 85. So he
I
lunges
fling
forward
open
and
the
you dodge out of the way. What'd you say you were doing, Tom? Sorry.
Oh, question. Are there stairs that he's coming up, or is there a ladder?
It's a ladder.
Okay, so how does he can't really lunge out?
Well, he's like coming up and
Okay. Well, I when I throw open the door, let's say I just kick him in the face.
go for it. Fighting brawl.
He's just getting his ass kicked.
No, his face.
You might as well just give up at this point.
His face, yeah.
I got a 41 out of 75, so I didn't do
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do a hard, but
You still hit him.
Sufficient.
okay. What's that, like a 1 to 4? I hit him for a
Good
4.
Oh, jeez.
Just kicked him.
You hit him hard in the teeth. You actually see a couple come out,
Excellent.
and he falls back down on the ground below, holding his mouth.
Should we just shoot the fucker?
And he
Why
can
did
see
he
that too, because
wants
there's
us
light
to kill
down
him?
there. I wouldn't know how much
At this
light there
point,
is
like,
down
just-
there.
Put him down.
Sorry, say that again, David.
Yeah, say that again, David.
I wanted to know if you saw him fall. Like, did you see him fall into a room or into blackness? Is there light down there?
There's light down there. And you see that he just lands on what seems to be a floor. Dirt floor.
Swear to God, I'm gonna cut his head off.
Oh.
So I'm just standing there looking down at him. I think I'll spit.
He's you spit down on him. He's holding his mouth. He sits up and
Doesn't learn his lessons, this one.
I swear, if you don't let me do what I need to do,
You get more teeth knocked out.
We ain't gonna let you do a goddamn thing.
I will lead Father Dagon's armies here. It's the last thing I do.
God damn, I want to
Will
cut his
you?
tongue out.
And he actually starts running downstairs, down the hallway and into nothing.
So we can't see where he went now.
Well, he's followed the dirt floor downwards.
Somebody cover me. I'm going to go down the ladder, but if he suddenly shows up with a knife, I want you to shoot him right between the eyes.
As far as I'm concerned, we could just drag the kid out and set this whole sad house on fire and wait for the cop boat to come back and pick us up.
Except for that screaming. Can I still hear that muffled screaming?
Actually, since the door has been open, it's been made more clear. And as things start to quiet down after that initial attack, you all hear it.
So somebody's downstairs screaming.
Somebody's down there screaming their head off.
Now, does it sound like a man or a woman?
It sounds like male.
Okay.
Okay.
Apparently, these people don't like women because we haven't found any females yet. So let's. I'm going to slide down the ladder.
Okay, Nathan, you go down the ladder. It's a short ladder, relatively. It's only about 5 feet long.
All right.
You get down to the bottom,
and I've got
and
my
it looks
gun
to
drawn.
be that the floor stays level with the foot of the ladder only for a couple feet, then dips down, and you're able to stand up entirely in a passageway.
Some sort of passageway down here, guys. And the light, where is it coming from?
It seems to be coming from multiple kerosene lanterns that are held up on support beams.
Okay.
And as you keep walking down, if you do, the floor does incline downwards.
Okay.
I'll follow carefully, shotgun and camera, now that I need a flashlight so much.
Yeah.
Now, is there anybody that is not going down?
Well,
I want to, but we got this kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Somebody
we could
should
always take him down. What were you going to say, though, Nathan?
try and maybe somebody should watch the kid and see if they can get the police's attention. Flash your flashlight in their direction.
Yeah. I can do that.
Give them an SOS, you know.
Right. So I'll either somebody can give me a flashlight, or I'll assume I have one.
I think we're assumed to have him.
You have one.
Okay. So I'll go out on
They
the
did say
front
they'd be
porch.
following with the boat.
Yeah.
The boat should come
Yep.
at some point.
So I'll
But
go
if you-
try to do that on the front porch.
If you give
With
them
the
a-
kid?
I mean, I was thinking, taking him and you
His
want
hands
to take?
up behind him.
Yeah.
Gunta, do you
Gotta-
know anything about Morse code?
I do know a bit of that. I know it's a basic SOS for help.
It's ... ..
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
All right.
I remember now. Thank you.
The police should see that and come quick.
Okay, I will be trying that.
All right. All right.
Okay,
Let's
and,
find this.
I will come with you.
Dean, are you
downstairs.
going with them? With Gunter?
Well, I was going to come downstairs with you guys,
Okay.
but Gunter, if you want me to back you up, I gladly will.
Well, I will assume that we get the kid secured so that I feel safe, that he won't try to pull any
You got a
moves on
weapon?
me or anything. At this point, I haven't had one, no. So
Where's that
maybe if you have an extra
knife?
handgun or the knife, just something so that I can menace him if I need to.
I have a switchblade.
Yeah, that'll work. Just anything, handgun, a knife, just something to threaten him with if I need to. So
Well, don't we still
I
have a
don't-
big old butcher knife? Or the...
the hunting
There's
knife.
the knife that Clayton got from
Yeah.
Who did have that? I don't
Joseph
know.
Holt the first time.
Did anybody
Yeah,
pick it up?
I just stuck that in my belt and it's been around.
Yeah.
If you want it, you can have it.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll take that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay, splitting the party. Let's start with the downstairs crew first.
All right.
You two carry on downstairs, following in what you would assume is Joseph Holt's tracks.
Right.
I was going down with them.
Okay.
Oh, you were going down with them?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
If
three...
his kid's tied up, guy's knife, we're good.
Okay. So you three go down. And it's a pretty narrow passageway. You're barely missing either of the sides with your shoulders.
Okay.
You carry on for about 50 feet or so. And you swear
And we're
that...
descending all this time? I think you said earlier that we're getting lower.
Yep, you're descending.
Okay.
And I was about to say that you have been noticing that you're going deeper and deeper into what you would assume is the hill that this house sits on. And suddenly it opens up into a room that's lined in wood to keep the dirt off. And multiple tables, and one in particular that has a bucket with this brownish looking liquid filling it up to almost to the brim.
Jesus Christ.
And it
It's
smells
a very dark
like
brown.
rot.
Yeah.
It's not actually dark. It's actually fully light in here. And it is rank.
What the fuck?
You're seeing there's a shelf where the covers of the cupboards have been taken off. The doors of the cupboards, I should say. And inside are what look like medical supplies.
What the fuck? Holy crap.
I think that we should be able to see Holt's bare footprints still, right? If we come into this bright, clean space.
Yes, and you are seeing his footprints. They're heading towards a door that's on the far end of the room.
All right.
Is that the direction the screaming is coming from?
Oh, yeah. And that's becoming clearer and clearer as you're coming in.
Well, let's
I
move
think
it.
we have to urgently follow that path.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go quickly.
You follow that path. You open the door. It's not locked. And it comes to a stone hallway.
So up until now,
And
it's been reinforced dirt.
Yep.
Okay, so now we got a stone
And
hallway.
suddenly it's stone. Or at least the closest you can think of stone.
Well, is it rock? Is that what you're saying?
It looks like rock.
Like blocks of stone?
Yep, it looks like rock.
Right.
As in a single unbroken piece.
Oh, okay.
What the hell?
It's carved straight out of it.
Yeah.
And right in front of you is what appears to be a large black door.
Black, like
It's-
painted wood, or
It's rock as well, but it's a one clean slab, and it's got a single crack along diagonal wise. And right next to it is a pedestal that has a slot in it, and there seems to be a gem sitting on it.
Wow.
What in the hell is all this?
Okay.
gem? Do you mean a colored stone?
It's a large green gem, and it seems to be glowing.
Can we push the door open?
You push. It's solid. It's not moving.
If I just grab this emeraldy thing and pick it up, can I pick it up?
You go to grab it. And you take 1 point of damage as your hand gets burned.
It's just
And I
radioactive.
I don't think
You
we know
touch
what
it,
radioactive
you
is.
Hear that hissing of a burn, and you pull your hand back.
What the
It's
hell?
hot as hell.
I just shriek, "Ah!" And like, does it move, or do I just like hurt myself? And I don't
You
know.
hurt yourself, but the moment you touched it, there's a light that leaves the pedestal and goes along the floor and into the door. And the outline of the crack that's going diagonal on it starts to glow green as well.
What the hell?
So I was going to see if we could kind of pull it at that crack, see if that's what it was.
Okay. You touch the door again after the glowing happens, and it opens right up.
That's how you open a door.
You're welcome. Ow.
Yeah, but what made the shh sound?
The burning of his hand.
You mean for the door opening?
I mean, the door. I thought it was
Star Trek?
door.
Yeah, the Star Trek door opening. That's pretty much the...
What do we see inside?
You look inside, and again, it's a huge room. Again, carved out of this single piece of rock. Black, shining rock. And inside it is where the screaming is at its highest. And what you see on one of the walls is a human being strapped to the wall, limbs outstretched, spread eagle. His insides are completely absent,
Yeah.
but in canisters along the wall, connected by tubes and wires, are his brain,
Oh.
his heart, his lungs, his intestines, his stomach, his liver. All his vital and non-vital organs have been taken out of his body
Meine Gott.
and are
Sanity roll?
multiple canisters. And yes, sanity roll.
Not for me, though. You guys will have to tell me all about this.
Fail.
Fail.
Ooh. Fail. Everybody failed?
Mm-hmm.
No. 26 for me is success.
Okay, good.
At least one of you has to survive. With your
Those of
brain.
you who failed take 10 sanity points.
Oh. We're not even going to roll? Right.
Well, you lose D10. I'll let you guys roll.
I was considering we're
But those of
automatically
you who
in the cellar.
passed, roll D6. Not D6, but D4, sorry.
Well, I lost 9, which is a little better than 10.
I lost
Ooh.
8.
Wow.
That is one less, yes.
And I'm the only survivor maxed out at D4.
I lost 8.
Oh.
Ouch.
Wow.
And D4 is a total of 5 for me. This game.
Wow. Okay. Anybody hitting 10 or 20% of their max sand?
Well, I am over. Well, I've had 50. I've lost 10, so I have lost exactly 20%.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Plus, we all
Good
lost
to know.
over 4. We all lost 5 or more. That's temporary insanity.
That's temporary insanity, yeah.
Yeah, in the last hour I've lost 5, so I'm mad.
Let's see.
You're mad. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Of course, our madness can come later. Right now, we're just angry that they did this to
Real
this
quick.
poor guy.
So do I see any police boats coming? Just out of curiosity. Not to interrupt the flow.
We'll get to you in just a second.
Fair
with
enough.
that.
Fair enough.
I'm going to roll real quick. This is going to be for poor Dean.
Oh, I can't hear you. Is it just me?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
I can't hear
We
him.
lost you, Jeff, your sound. We all went so crazy we can't hear you now.
Yeah, right. We went temporarily.
Nothing. We can't hear you. Try not talking now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, what the heck happened there?
I don't know. There was a mute icon on your.
As soon as you started talking, it happened.
I
So
tried fixing it by hitting the mute icon, thinking maybe I muted it, but
You just rolled the dice. That's
Anyway.
the last thing that you said.
yep. I rolled the dice, and Dean, you go into hysterics.
Uh-huh.
You start ranting and raving, and
I would.
you even piss yourself.
That's acceptable.
At least you didn't shit yourself.
Hey, the night is still young.
Could always be.
And dear Nathan, let's see what happens to you. You flee in panic.
Okay. I'm like shit.
This
Now
is bad.
I run back towards the ladder.
You run back towards the ladder. You run past the room that smells just of death. And let's see. Clayton, this is happening. This is
I did pass happily, but yeah. Any
did you
advice
listen to go temporarily insanity? Temporary insanity.
No, yeah, it's true. I've had a total of 5 in the last 5 hours. So yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. Let me take a look. This whole situation is bad.
Unmistakably so.
You're looking around. You do not see Holt anywhere. That kid's not here. If they're capable of doing this, they're capable of doing anything. You're becoming paranoid.
Okay.
You're not even sure if you're safe around these guys.
Right. Everyone's insane. Everyone's a liar.
Yes.
I think I'd like to start shrieking and running farther down the tunnel. Because that's the best I could get to a way.
Follow Nathan.
No, he's going the other way.
Oh, he's going the other direction.
I'm going to go down because I have to walk past all the maniacs if I go backwards. shoot into the darkness where I can hide.
So you're running deeper down.
Yeah,
okay.
Straight ahead.
Let's go to the upstairs, folks.
Yeah.
Gunter, you go out to the front porch. You have the kid with you. And you're using your flashlight,
Yeah.
doing SOS.
Right.
You actually do see, in the distance on the water, a couple of boats making their way in.
And I can't tell if they're good guys or crazy cult people.
Well, one of them is standing at the front of the boat with a lantern calling out, "Hey!
Okay.
Ahoy there!"
And
What are
I'll
you saying ahoy for? We're not anywhere near an ocean. We're not.
I'll just kind of frantically, try to yell back and wave my arms and say, "Over here!
Northeast Intelligence!"
Yeah, that's us, come, hurry! This place is crazy. We need help. Lots of police, please help."
And at about that time, as they start coming in about 20 feet from the house, you see these large clawed hands come up on multiple sides of the boats and start tearing the boats to pieces.
Oh, God. Great.
And you're watching as cop after cop screams, turns their guns down towards the water, starts shooting.
I'll just watch helplessly and then realize
The water's roiling.
Quickly realize I can't do a damn thing.
They descend into bubbles of red.
Oh, jeez.
Make a sanity roll.
All right.
Both you and the kid have to. Yep, he failed.
And I failed pretty spectacularly. Well, I got a 74. My current sanity was 59.
Okay. All right, so roll a d6. And I have to roll a d6 for the kid as well.
3.
Okay. Does that have you 10 or 20% of your current sanity?
Well, no, because let's see, 59, 56. My total I started with was 60. So,
okay, so you're still you're definitely shaken up by what's going on. You're staring in complete astonishment, but the kid has lost it.
Yeah,
he's running inside and saying, "I'm not gonna die today. I'm not gonna die."
Wow. Well, I guess in light of what's happening out there, I'll probably follow him back inside. I mean, just in case these things try to come up and grab us off the porch. So, yeah, I'm going to take shelter in that main room for now. And I guess the kid kept running somewhere further into the house, probably, or
he's actually run upstairs.
Run upstairs. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even thinking about him at this point. I am, like you said, shaken up and lost it for a minute, and I'm just getting my bearings in the main room where we first met Holt.
Alrighty, you're going to do that, and I'm going to go back to the downstairs crew. Starting with Clayton.
Yeah, I'm running down the tunnel.
Okay, you're running down the tunnel. You find that it comes to another one of those flat obsidian doors. However, there is a pedestal where the gem should be that you saw before, but it's not there.
And where the gem was in the previous door, it's a depression.
Yeah,
like
there's a small depression in the place where you set it down, and it sits perfectly.
Right. So if I just hit the damn thing, nothing happens, obviously.
Well, you can try. You sit there and you hit your hand against it and put your hand down on it. Nothing.
Right. And the door itself is resistant to, pressure, reasonable pressure, like push here, push there, kick a little bit. It's just blocked.
Yeah, you try pushing and kicking, nothing.
All right. So I'm in a state of panic. I lost a bit of sanity. Am I just going to bloody my fists against it, or I'm going to...
No, you're paranoid.
Fight my way back.
You're not in a panic.
Right. But they're behind me. They're insane. They're all insane.
I am.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I don't know how to go back and get the gem because they're back there. I don't know if I'm just there's nothing to climb, right? There's nowhere to hide.
Not right now, no. Probably the best place to hide is actually that place with the guy that's been hollowed out.
I can't see him anymore, right?
In his
hallway.
In his torso cavity.
Not in this hallway now.
Right.
You ran for about 15 feet and then came across this door.
Right. I ran down into the dark, and I have a shotgun, and I'm going to shriek back, "Give me the jewel, you monsters! Let me out of here!" And if they respond, I might fire.
Raving, you hear that?
I'm just pissing myself and screaming.
Luckily, your bout of ranting and raving does not last very long. In about 30 seconds, you finally come to.
Okay. So,
Bring me that jam!
What's going
Bring
on?
me the jam! The door! We have to open the door! We can't get it out of here!
so this dude is hollowed out, and he's screaming. Is he looking at me?
His eyes seem to be going in as many directions as they possibly can at once. If eyes could possibly be a blur, they are.
Okay. Is it some sort of machine, or is it just jars on the wall with hoses?
There seems to be a large machine that is holding him up against the back wall.
Okay.
And on a pedestal right by his left foot, which is a weird way for me to put it, right by his left foot, is one of those pedestals with a gem. But this
Okay.
one's not glowing.
I'm gonna knock the gem with the tip of my gun because I don't want to burn my hand.
You do that and you tink, and it kind of shakes a little bit in its place.
Okay.
Still's not glowing.
Harder.
You hit it hard enough that it actually falls out of the pedestal.
Okay.
The moment it does, electric charges leave all of the vital organs in the canisters and converge upon the man. And his screams reach a higher pitch for just a few short moments and then stop.
Good job,
Okay.
Dean.
Is there a sanity loss for this?
Luckily, no.
Okay.
You took enough from initially seeing this that didn't cause a sanity roll.
Okay. So I have a passageway leading down. I got a paranoid dude that's screaming, "Give me the gem." I think it's God.
Okay,
Give me that gem! Give me the gem!
I'm going to actually roll here. Yeah, unfortunately, Clayton, you're still paranoid as fuck. And this guy that you thought was your friend is coming at you with the gem in his hand.
You lying, evil monsters!
I know they are, aren't they?
I don't know if I can resist a shotgun blast at this point. I mean, it's only right and just. It's a narrow passage, and something's coming at me.
It's up to you. You're paranoid, and you're seeing this guy approaching you.
Yeah, I have to fire. How can I not fire?
Jeez.
Fire.
He's going to kill me with his weird, evil stuff.
Weird whatever. Go ahead and make a firearms rifle shotgun.
As he shot, I don't actually. I have base only, so that's the good news.
Cross your fingers.
Wait, sorry. 57 for a firearm of 45. So
you actually miss.
yeah, it's still a stone tunnel, so I'm sure it's going to hurt, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I missed.
The sound
Boom.
alone is going to hurt. Yeah.
Yes, your ears are ringing, but you're so focused on shooting this thing, whatever it might be, that it doesn't really bother you. Dean, he just took a shot at you.
I'm fucking
And-
taking off.
Through some stroke of luck, not a single BB hit you.
Well, that's because I'm a lucky guy, and I am not gonna squander my fortune. I'm gonna haul the fuck out of here.
And let's go to Nathan. Nathan,
I went down the hall, up the ladder, through
the
the
ladder.
house, and I'm probably going to try to swim for shore.
you made it up to the library. I'm gonna roll actually. Okay. You make it to the ladder, you make it up the ladder, you make it into the library, and you're bustling around in the books because you're so panicked you're not paying attention where the flashlight's pointing anymore.
Okay.
And you find yourself finally calming down. And at this point, you're hearing the splashing that's going on up front and the footsteps going upstairs, as well as possible screams of, "I'm not going to die today. I'm not going to die today."
What the hell? I'm going to go out and see what's going on. Probably see Gunter.
Yeah, I'm still there.
You go out and you see Gunter coming in and slamming the door behind him.
Gunter, what the hell?
Oh my God, you won't believe what I just saw.
Yeah, your
He lost his accent.
Yeah, holy shit.
That is how scared and crazed I am. No. But yeah.
Well, what the hell's going on? I think my character's near tears. Where'd the kid go?
I think upstairs. He ran somewhere. I just, there was a police boat coming. They were coming right there out offshore, and then some monster, some sea creature, some lake creature, some aquatic beast reached up and ripped the boat apart into pieces and killed all the policemen, and there was a torrent of blood and bubbles, and it was. I just had to get in the house. I lost my mind for a moment. I'm sure it's much crazier than anything that happened downstairs. Surely. Well, what happened with you?
It is at this moment you two hear two things happen at the same time. There's a heavy pounding at the door, as well as you're hearing shotgun fire from upstairs.
Okay. So I've leapt into Gunter's arms and I'm holding him when the whatever it is bangs on the front door.
What do we do? Do we answer it? I mean, when there are guests at the door, you answer, but this is not the time for I don't know what to do.
Just a minute. We'll
I don't think there's that kind of guest, is what I'm.
And the demons are polite enough to go, "Sure, we'll wait."
It's gotta sink. It's gotta sink for a second.
I've got my gun out and pointing it at the door. I'm just going to stand there holding on to Gunter, and if anything comes through that door, I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
Unless it's a cop.
And let's go downstairs again. As Dean runs out of the room with the hollowed out man, Clayton, you suddenly realize what you've done. You just opened fired on a friend.
Okay. Deep breath. Realization. Terror. But do I still want to open this next door?
It's entirely up to you.
That's the apparatus. That's the, what did he call it?
Contraption.
He wanted to do. The contraption.
I yelled down the stairs. Contraption!
And
you hear Gunter's German knowledge of what the word contraption is.
And the screaming being on the wall is silent now, right?
It's quiet.
Dead.
Right.
It's so quiet now.
I think that my precarious sanity is sufficient for me to go and look to carry the green jewel down to the next door. If it's quiet, no one's screaming, and the gunshots are distant, I want to know. I have my camera ready.
Okay. So you're going to run basically the direction that Dean and
I'm going to go back up the hall.
Nathan went.
Yeah, back up the hall. Take out that faceted object.
Okay.
I'll be interested if it stops glowing when I pick it up.
Well, you make it over there. The door, like I said, opened, and Dean, you're far away from that at this point.
Keep that guy the fuck away from me.
So Clayton, you make it to the pedestal, and the gem's no longer glowing.
Disappointing. Can I pick it up, though? Does it hurt?
You pick it up, hopefully not with the hand that you burned on it.
You're right.
Because it's going to sting either way. But you pick it up. The hand that you didn't damage on it the first time just feels that it's warm, like it's been sitting after cooling down from being in the oven for a while.
Dishwater.
Yeah.
But I'm going to scurry down the hallway anyway and try to place it in the next slot.
Okay. You do that, and the door opens up again, just like before.
And beyond.
And beyond, in the door, well, in the room, I should say, you see a pool of silvery liquid. The best you could tell is it looks like mercury.
And it's dark, it's light,
it's dark. Very dark.
So I'm just flashing my light and my shotgun, and I'm seeing just this lake of mercury.
Mm-hmm. And standing at it is a human figure.
At the shore?
It looks like Holt.
In the fluid? It looks like Holt.
And he's standing at the shore of the mercury looking down in it.
Oh, away from me, or?
In front of you. But he's not looking your direction.
Right. So he's scarified, bald, twisted, bizarre, and he's looking into this black lake of mercury. Like you do on a Thursday.
Right.
Like
Friday.
you would do on any, well, on any Friday night. But he's
my
standing
initial
there.
impulse is to just use the shotgun on this thing that brought us here.
Okay. If you wish to, go ahead and pull the trigger.
Again, I'm a lousy shot, sadly, but it is a shotgun.
You could walk up to him and put it on his back.
Yeah, there's that, and then you don't even have to roll.
Yeah. Do I have that much sense, though? I mean, I'm not sure.
It's entirely up to you. Do you think your character has that much sense? Or does he just want to unload on him right now?
My impulse is just like, this is all impossible and wrong, and I just have to lift a thing and shoot.
Okay.
Shouldn't I
then you open fire. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, I'm a lousy shot. Totally. 67, even with the shotgun, it is terrible.
Ooh. So, boom, you unload a shot, and he's still standing there. He doesn't even look like he twitched.
Wow.
But after a few moments, he turns around, and he does turn around, and he looks at you and says, "You're all too late. They're coming, and there's no way we're going to survive." and a scaly hand comes up from what looks like the mercury, wraps its fist around his ankle, and yanks him down.
Holt just goes right into the goop.
Yep, right into it.
All right. That's
And you do see a pedestal.
Oh, like a stone pedestal like the others?
It is by the pool where he was once standing.
And it has nothing in its little vessel.
Saddle.
Nothing in its little saddle, if you wish to call it.
I don't know.
It's pretty close to the fluid.
It's darn close.
Wow. I mean, try to photograph something and then move slowly and gently with the stone from the previous pedestal toward this one. It's the only rule that makes sense in this new universe that I've been thrust into.
Okay.
Worth a try.
You start approaching the pedestal. Clawed hands start coming up out of the pool, and bodies start coming up. And just as you set the thing in its saddle, and it starts to glow, one reaches up to try and grab you, and a door shuts on his arm, severing it and leaving its limb just inches away from your ankle.
Mm-hmm. And I begin shrieking, as you do.
As is customary. Make a sanity roll.
I know I can't see this, but was this? I'm picturing like a big garage door size door, or is this a smaller passage?
It's smaller. It's maybe 8 foot across by 8 foot high.
Okay.
I've made another sand roll. I've been very able to manage my loss
Wow.
so far.
This is the one sanity. This is the one sanity for seeing these creatures that if you pass, you take no points.
Oh. All right. I've learned something very very terrible.
It's your lucky day.
And those of you upstairs, how are we doing on time, Tom?
Well, we're 20 minutes over, but
okay.
I'm not going here.
Because at this point, it's kind of the end of the story.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I know my character's hiding in a little corner up in the library, and I'm systematically removing books, and I'm piling them in front of me to make like a barrier so that I can.
So
hide.
It sounds like we're pretty much just going to get overrun by these creatures at this point, right?
Well, I am going to skip time forward just a little bit.
Okay.
We're actually I'm wrong. We were standing in the living room with somebody banging on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Land shock.
So I'm going to fast forward time just a little bit to conclude the story.
Okay.
Okay.
The House of Sanders becomes overrun with these large, scaly, carnivorous beings. They break down the door. They come converging inside and, unfortunately, slaughter everyone they find inside.
Okay.
The kid was right.
There's not enough firepower to keep as many of them at bay as you could. However, it could have been worse. Much, much worse, and much, much worse for the rest of the world.
If that portal had been left open.
Yes. If the portal had been left open, that is actually a portal to the city of Yanithle, which would have allowed all the deep ones living in that city under the water inside. And the few deep ones, the relatively few deep ones that live in the lake, are still stuck on the lake. And they are just deep ones. So any convincing of any human beings to become part of the cult of Dagon has pretty much been quashed.
Okay.
So Clayton's the hero.
Clayton is ultimately the hero at this point.
Good job, buddy.
Good job. I almost forgive you for trying to kill me.
Paranoia is the only correct choice.
It doesn't matter. We're all dead already.
Trust no one. We all still die.
Forgive him before you die for trying to kill you.
All right.
Yep.
There's no chance Clayton was locked in that room. Later, he opens the door and comes out. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, let me put it this way. About 20 years down the road, someone ventures into that house just for kicks and giggles. Finds the basement where there's a skeleton against the wall.
Oh, no.
And then over in the other room where the door's been left open, there's an old camera.
Ooh, sequel.
Yeah.
There's a whole
Or a
bunch
nice
of
fake
deep
one.
selfies.
People's taking selfies.
All right.
Hashtag Neonithle. Hashtag Aya.
Hashtag Shub Niggeroth.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, our players included Jason Smith, David Gassaway, Seth Skrakowski, and myself with Jeff Beck as the Keeper of the Secrets. We're currently producing 4 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our show free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. I was hoping this last week during Thanksgiving vacation, to post some new exclusive content for our patrons, but I ended up spending most of it out of state with my in-laws. We have a few videos up, and more are on the way. If you'd like to become a patron, visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month will help us out a lot. Like, share, subscribe, and punch that bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And be sure to leave us some comments. We love hearing from you. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.